Not so bad, my mates. How are you? All good? That's good. No, that's hand's cold. Well, I will show some news if one can. One will. Our word was past tense. Hey. Hey. I can. Well, can you? Hey. Hey. Axe. Kai. No, I learnt from what? Like, what's the like point? What's the like result? Why? Almost. We get the like result. We get. What would you get? Don't you learn? Damn. Oh. God. Oh, hey, oh, God, hey, God, hey. Make the sounds. Then you hey, God. Hi. Boof. God. Boof. How to buff you. I need to buff you. I need to buff you. I need to buff me. I need to buff you. I need to buff you. That buff. Good. Result. Buff. Have you buffed? Oil. So one must buff oneself down. It's part of the learn, it's part of the conditions, it's part of the rules. Buff, buff, buff. I must buff you. Yes. How do you buff you? Oil. Correction. The legs, the lower must turn into, like the tree, concrete, iron, stone, what? Buff you. Oil, shower. Okay. Why? Because then you can kick lower. You can take and kick, can't you? Hi. Oh, good idea. Tweak toy. Bruce Lee was from the UK. Technical childhood in Hong Kong, US and UK. Master Weavers. Told you it's what goes behind. Weimar Grandmasterly, because they were tutored from Grandmaster. So they would have Grandmaster League later. Yeah, we would still put it down because we would look at the screen work and that's what we would learn. We have not attended the Shaolin temple ourselves. Well, I will put down that the truth there isn't the ground. Master, yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, the screen would get to the world. The whole world would see what's on screen, and one would just put down Grandmaster. Okay? But that Grandmaster can do that. That Grand one could not do that. So, in order to Grandmaster almost 360, 180, I've gone over the same results. The same, you go over the same points. You just wonder. One would wonder. I have to think very carefully. Well, it wasn't me the one that would talk of the learn of whether it was think or not. So, I have to think of the answer here. You have already made the points. Why would you need to make the points? Why would you want to make the points? Continue. Well, I need to hear more than once. Yeah, true. So I must be in the tutor of me. You. Go. Why did that Grandmaster not go on the screen? Yeah. So they would have to prove it on the screen. And you further questions that are not present, but you can hear them in part of the sentence. Really? Not really. Are you to answer the questions? Would you ask the questions? Would you ask the questions? I won't ask the questions. Would you? Ooh, it's a bit of a pickle one to get out though. Yes. So want to ask the questions, please ask the questions. Why would Grandmaster Ip not go on the screen like Master? Grandmaster Bruce Lee. Why? Because they were on the screen. Grandmaster. Kai. Why won't they? Because they would have their own conditions and rules for what they do. Does that answer the question? What's own rules and conditions? For one, it might just mean I go and lie in my tree. They wanted to know who I was. Why would they need? One's not a grown one, don't worry. God. Or are you? Shame for the ones that would have named myself that already. No, it's fine. It can look like that. If you want to do accent screen. So we're all grandmasters and it's all equality. We all shake hands. I won't want to hold it, but then we have to skip around like the rest of them. And the flowers. Fritzy. I think that's going far, but anyway. So, one would not rest. I told you not to make any murder further. Mess. And what did you do? Do it anyway. Why have they made such a terrible child? What do you mean? Talk. Who would you mean? You would have to ask the mom and daddy. Why did you make such a terrible child? They have become but they are not present with you. So why would you talk that they would cut in? It's not the real world. They must know part of the condition that you were in and found roots. Oh, what's it? Oh, what's it? Oh, what does oh mean? Oh, behind what one would talk then. Oh. Oh. Ow. Yes. Why? Well, when you had a cutting. But you had to learn. What would you learn when there was no cutting? Yes. Sure, when you cut into the talk, but you're not present there. You are you are static. What one will in the talk, caught. Does caught mean shy? Well, you know the dance song. Kai. Fun. Dun, dun, dun. Why? You see, the elder had the points. With the talks then. The done result. The done point. What was it? That's the answer to make it. The answer to make what? What to make? Go. Cut in means what? But yeah, you know. So when you cut in, because you know you, how would you think that means where you are? In life, in the world, in the earth, where you are, where you will, where you are. What does it mean to you? Patent? Where? Depend. Concerns. No, it's a dependent. It's dependent. It's dependent on what? So you have done that on purpose. Oh, guy. I thought that. I will feel better if you give me a bit of water. Really? But anyway. Why? It was just cold. I thought that might help. What would tell? That's a good idea. Let's go around and... Good result. Go on, release the talk. Tell you what it was. Let it out. Let it out now. Position it. Position it. Position it in full. Let it. Let it. Let it out. What are we to let out? And the day was it was so Tuesday's becoming further. But you think 2 days ahead? Yes. Okay. What? If you would always use the question, it will always sound like attitude. How would you talk around it? What? Well, then it's who. Why? Because they told you that you would not have a loyal thing inside of you when you would not think of what rather than who. So you have to think around you, what are the articles in possession. So the person's not who, the person's what they drive, what they own. You have to picture that in the thought. Why? Because you don't think of that one. You think of the phone. So then who becomes? But that will sound like attitude. Then what? You still talk what? Gonna get done. Why? For the use of what? Well, we are in a strict world, you understand? The laws are presented like you... There was no... talk around. You did not look. Why? Short. Short hand here. 2, 3, 4. Yes. You're meant to go with sparrows. It's because you know one that might have that name. It's a nickname. It's quite an Shouts out to Pigeon and Pigeon, wherever you are. As well. I didn't mean to use that. Sounds like. Where would you learn? We have found it. It was a place of worship where they learned prayers one day. There might know one down there then. Have they got that's a on it, yeah. You seem to be in a run from somewhere instead. Yeah, where's you then? You were the real member of some. Were you? No, we just went to read prayers. Place of worship here. Yeah. The same. The same. What run was it? You're gonna get you done. I know it. I know it. You're the kind to get one done. But anyway, you're not talking around pigeon. No. You're talking around. I know. So what was it? Well, if they were bird watching, how did they put Pigeon's name in for second? Oh, yes! Because they know you. Sir, yes, they know you. Sir, you got to say. I don't think they're going to put a sword on and call you a knight. They might. But anyway, that's not the point. What's the point? Well, you know the typical bird watcher. The typical bird watcher would come find the number of butchers they went to find. Cockerels counting birds. Chickens. So they went to find chicken now. That's quite a route to get chicken, you know. A few 100 miles for chicken. Really? So they went bird watching. Yeah, they handed the binoculars. Did they do the studies on the birds in full? But in particular, the patterns on the surface of the outer. Oh, you failed to watch the science channel. Guy. Budgies and sparrows and why? Owls. So they went bird watching. Why? Because they have not detailed the description in full of what they were doing. Why? If one was bird watching, then you must have the details. You must present them in a presentation, in a project, in a journal. The number of birds that you went to find. I wonder what they did. You wonder what they did? They were taking photos of all the birds around. Don't you know them? And they had the binoculars to go with. What kind of birds would they go to watch? Sorry to Pigeon, you get a shout out because of that. They know the name, that's why they know how that one's behind the scene. They're not a bird. Oh, it means they ain't a girl. Pigeon ain't a girl, so why have they got a girl's name? Why have they got a bird's name? Go on, tell. Ooh. Why have they got a bird's name? It's a nickname. They were handed it, and it would sound like a bird later. Can they fly? Maybe they can. Can they? Maybe they can. Why? Well, you can buy costumes from the shops. Show. What birds did you go to see? A full journal, full description. A presentation within the world of science. Was part of the land, yes? Okay. They went to learn chicken, or they went to buy chicken now. Or was the chicken a lot Pulse. Quite a lot of chickens. Was the need. There was a offer. Free. Discounts. 20%. Town. Hi, guy. So what's the bird watcher? The bird watcher has now presented the journal and description of what they went to look at. They didn't look at the gear. They didn't look good to look at. Why would that one always use girls? Because then they're a fool for Mr. Love. Then they're a fool for the one that will go down. And find out how many birds or girls or ladies they went to look at. Coil. So then go to look at birds in the description at all. Why? Because otherwise we'd have a presentation, a project, and it would seem like they would have found rare kinds. How would they get you done? They went on the purpose that they would do that, and you are the elder in the situation. So in the elder situation means you use you. It was you that went to, have you presented the one? Have you presented one? Then what would you do? I have proof on paper. What proof do you? Written answer. They went for the night act. I'm sure they did. Shorthand had it. Would you accept it? I would, we know that. Would you? If they tell you now you're going to become a knight one day, or you will try to go down the route to become that lifetime, would you accept it? You know, I would you? I would accept, sir, yes. You accept it. Sounds like you'd already put it on you. Then, they went to look at the birds, not the girls. Yes, you know what that means. It means you went to make a fool. You try to immature. You try to. What would you try to do when you do that? Did they not have uncles in the days that used to shout at the children that they have turned to? One would always use girls, birds in the same sentence. So they are looking for immaturity, or they are looking for description that would give them center. Owner? Control? It must be in the dream cells, not to do with Monsieur Pigeon, but the ones that Monsieur Pigeon would know. Typical sus. Where would they go? What would they do? Well, they ain't presented the project yet to you. A project on birds. They will take photo of, they will put down girls. We have found the maturity. We have found how to become policy. They would want the policy turned. They would want the owners. They transfer the papers. It's like buying cars. I rope around, and then maturity that will win. Why? Well, it seems like the priority is always pulled. And it ain't weight. I wonder what it was. So they ain't gonna pull the weight that they have. So what are they pulling? So they have to find the maturity, and then they're not ladies, it's girls, because it's a look up to the dream you want to turn down. Turn around. Kai. How would you know? One was to take it's that will look like a hero, and it's made of. Yes, but whose would you take? All you need to look to find out whether they did what they did, the smile on the face. So what was the intent? Were they in birdwatch? Were they in to look at girls? And then when they talk girls, they have reached the maturity of near to you. And they would talk still girls. That means they were, what are they now? Well, it seems like they weren't clean at all, sir. Why? Well, then we would need to talk to someone like Pigeon. To find out what they did now, yeah? What intent they had with what they did, yes. Follow the cars, wherever they were, wherever they are, yes. Why? Because that's what you do. That's why. Sounds like a... But you know, the rules, they have altered. If you're to try to act like, well, there's not much of work there at all. There's not much. There's why? What's funny to you is not funny to me.